Prohibited substances in the hip-hop industry have never been surprising, and their presence has become almost commonplace. Rappers often openly share their stories of addiction, talking not only about their experiences but also about their struggles with the issue. Over the years, the world has witnessed numerous tragic cases where stars of the music industry lost their lives due to overdoses. This is why many fans begin to feel genuine concern for their idols, especially when they see their mental and physical health deteriorating year by year. The subject of today's video serves as yet another vivid example of how the use of prohibited substances and medications can negatively impact a person and their career. We're talking about Kodak Black, a talented rapper who has spent much of his life in prison, repeatedly making headlines due to legal issues and substance abuse. Nevertheless, this has not prevented him from becoming a significant figure in the hip-hop industry. Thanks to his hits, he became the voice of an entire generation and won the hearts of many fans. However, it now seems that he is gradually losing everything he has achieved. Unfortunately, public attention to Kodak Black has long shifted from his musical successes to concerns about his addiction and health.
Why didn't you go to the doctor? Let me see that. I don't need HIV because no, that's not how. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to believe. I don't want to die. Not like that anyway.
His life and career have become the subject of serious discussion among the public and hip-hop fans. So, where did it all begin? And how did prohibited substances affect the rapper's life? That is what we will discuss today. Sit back and let's get started. Kodak Black, whose real name is Bill Kahan Capri, birth name Dewson Octave, was born on June 11, 1997, in Pompano Beach, Florida, USA, where he spent his childhood and teenage years. The rapper's parents are from Haiti, but Kodak Black was born and raised in Pompano Beach, a rather impoverished area. He was raised by his mother, who paid as much attention to her son as possible. His father abandoned the family, leaving few chances for a satisfactory standard of living in such conditions. The neighborhood was far from ideal by any measure, and eventually, Octave got involved with antisocial elements. At a young age, he began selling prohibited substances and engaging in other petty crimes. He was not interested in studying and often skipped classes. Moreover, he got into several fights at school, which repeatedly led to his expulsion. The first time he was expelled from school was in the 5th grade for fighting with a classmate. Reflecting on his tough times, Kodak Black later stated that he had only two options: selling prohibited substances at gunpoint or rapping. The decision to pursue rap came to him at a very young age. At 11, he read several books to learn English well. By the age of 12, he had already started rapping. He began visiting recording studios more often and found that he enjoyed it there. In 2009, at the age of 12, he joined the hip-hop collective Brutal Jungens, where he performed under the name J Black. He then joined the local hip-hop collective, the Colians. However, he did not abandon his criminal activities and continued to end up in jail from time to time. At the age of 15, he was arrested on serious charges of grand theft. In the winter of 2013, Kodak Black released the mixtape Project Baby. It sold well in local nightclubs and brought Kodak Black significant fame. The accompanying music video soon gained over 10 million views, which was a good figure for a budding rapper. The next release that brought the rapper considerable popularity was the track No Flockin'. The accompanying video garnered an enormous number of views for both a novice rapper and established stars of the hip-hop industry. Over 300 million views. These numbers speak for themselves.
Honestly, I'm just trying to be, I just gotta be, trying to get over.
This track is considered legendary by many, and fans still revisit it, noting how professionally it was made for a 17-year-old boy. On December 25, 2014, Kodak Black released the mixtape Heart of the Projects. The tracks from this release talked about the hardships and trials faced by people living in impoverished areas or projects, as well as the determination to overcome these difficulties. The tracks addressed themes of resilience, survival, and striving for a better life. The release was highly praised by listeners and music critics and brought the rapper his first success. The track titled Skirt became so popular that the well-known Drake posted a video of himself dancing to it. This was one of the pivotal moments that defined Kodak Black's career. After this, Google search queries for his track skyrocketed, and he gained national fame. The accompanying video garnered over 400,000 likes and 78 million views, confirming Kodak Black's growing popularity. Another turning point came in 2015 when Kodak Black signed a contract with the label Atlantic Records. This event further propelled the artist's creative growth. In December of the same year, the rapper released his next mixtape, Institution.
I'm missing you. I'm like, what you doing? What you getting into?
Before the release of Institution, the rapper was detained on multiple charges, including robbery, aggravated battery, unlawful confinement of a child, and possession of prohibited substances. French Montana was one of the first popular rappers to collaborate with today's subject. Their first single, Lockjaw, released in May 2016, marked the beginning of their partnership.
I remember 2 and 38, now I got a semen. Could've been had a baby kid, but
The track gained widespread popularity and made its way onto several hip-hop and R&B charts. In August 2016, Kodak Black's solo single Skirt also entered various R&B and hip-hop charts. Kodak Black fully capitalized on his rapidly growing popularity and soon released his fourth mixtape, Lil Big Pack. The mixtape was released by the label Atlantic Records. The release included 13 tracks, among them features with artists such as Gucci Mane and P&B Rock. It became his first album to enter the Billboard music charts. The release solidified Kodak Black's position in the hip-hop industry and demonstrated his development as an artist, instilling hope in listeners for future works.
your money hungry, can't wait, cause you ain't eat all day, you gon' lose your mind.
Confirmation of the immense popularity that the rapper managed to achieve by 2016 was his inclusion in the XXL Freshman list, where Kodak Black participated in a freestyle that is considered legendary among hip-hop fans.
Now, homie, I'm the one who let you starving ass eat. You was hungry, I ain't had to let you.
It seemed like the beginning of an extremely successful career was laid, but for the rapper, who had been in trouble with the law from an early age, staying a law-abiding citizen was almost impossible. In April 2016, the rapper was arrested on a Florida beach and charged with illegal possession of firearms, controlled substances, and fleeing from law enforcement officers. Just a month later, Kodak Black would be arrested again on charges of armed robbery, and this time sent into custody. In the fall of 2016, in Fort Lauderdale, a court hearing was held, which was attended by several executives from Atlantic Records. The label's vice president, Michael Kushner, in defense of his artist, noted that Kodak Black has a bright future as a musician. The defendant did not contest the charges, agreeing to 1 year of house arrest, 5 years of probation, as well as community service and anger management courses. The judge was even supposed to allow the rapper to go on tour, but at the same time, an old case of the rapper resurfaced. The police accused him of assault. According to the victim, when she escorted him to a room at one of the hotels in South Carolina, Kodak Black attacked her and tore off her clothes. The rapper was also accused of illegal possession of controlled substances in Florida. Returning to the courtroom, Kodak Black denied the charges but was eventually sentenced to 4 months in prison. In early December 2016, he was released from custody after paying about $100,000. The world eagerly awaited the rapper's return, and fans anticipated his new releases. At the beginning of 2017, Kodak Black released a single titled Tunnel Vision. The track topped many American music charts. It debuted at number 27 and reached 6th place on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. This was a huge achievement, as at that time, Kodak Black was still a relatively new artist in the industry. It was the rapper's first single to reach the top 10. In March 2017, the record was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America for 500,000 equivalent sales in the US, a month and a half after its release. On June 30th, 2017, the RIAA certified Tunnel Vision as double platinum. The music video, released a day before the track's official release, currently has over 300 million views. After releasing the successful track, in February 2017, the rapper embarked on a tour titled Back and Better. However, during the tour, the rapper was arrested for violating probation, which caused the remaining part of the tour to be postponed for several months. During the court hearing, a former teacher of the rapper participated, describing how immoral Kodak Black had behaved from a very young age. As a result, the rapper received 1 month of imprisonment and another 5 years of probation. Throughout the month, the rapper was in custody. Fans eagerly awaited the artist's release, as his track Tunnel Vision had just been released and generated a lot of buzz around Kodak Black. Everyone was waiting for his new music, so upon returning from prison, the rapper began releasing hit after hit. It all started in March 2017, when Kodak Black released his debut studio album, Painting Pictures. It became one of his most successful projects to date. The album includes 18 tracks, featuring collaborations with with such hip-hop stars as Future, Young Thug, and A Boogie with the Hoodie. The album reached 3rd place on the Billboard 200 chart and gained massive popularity. Over 70,000 copies of the album were sold in the first week after its release. On November 13th, 2019, the album was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America for total album sales exceeding 1 million units in the US.
I'm coolin', but I'm booted. I got 30 on my toilet or laying one to screw it.
In April 2017, the rapper was accused of twisting the arm of his anger management counselor when she tried to call 911. According to the woman, Kodak Black repeatedly disrupted sessions. As a result, the artist was found guilty on 5 counts of violating house arrest. He was sentenced to a year in prison with the possibility of early release if he completed a life skills course. He successfully completed the course and was released in June after 97 days. Upon his release, the rapper released the clip "First Day Out" on the subject. It looks as though the artist learned no lessons from the sentence.
Smoking tunes in my cell. That was my 12th time going to jail. That was my 2nd time going to hell.
The album Project Baby 2 was released in August 2017, which came as a surprise to many. 19 compositions reflect the artist's inner experiences, who does not care about the commercial success of the release. This album primarily appeals to Kodak Black himself. The record features artists such as XXXTentacion, Offset, John Wicks, and Jackboy. The album debuted at 2nd place on the Billboard 200 chart. The release was hugely popular, and the collaboration with XXXTentacion was the most successful track on the album. The music video garnered 140 million views and over 1 million likes, confirming the success of the project.
Scream, bitch. I can even roll in peace. Why? Everybody notice me, yeah. I can even...
On December 4th, 2018, the album was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America for total sales and equivalent album units exceeding 1 million in the US. Apart from legal troubles, the rapper decided to engage in conflicts with stars of the hip-hop industry. Kodak Black decided to compare his lyrics with those of Jay-Z, posting examples of their lines on Instagram. From Jay-Z, he chose "Cash, Money, Hoes," while from himself, the track "Can I?" What's the catch? In Jay-Z's song, the titular line is repeated frequently, making Kodak Black's unusually philosophical lyrics allegedly look better. Obviously, both examples are taken out of context. Just as Jay-Z's discography contains more substantive tracks, so does the hero of our video have more concise ones. Kodak Black chose not the best example for trolling. Jay-Z had not been noted for criticizing fresh rappers. Perhaps that is why he did not respond to this jab in any way. Kodak Black stayed out of criminal activity for almost half a year, until in January 2018, the rapper streamed a live video from his home, showing his young son among scattered firearms and controlled substances. It is worth noting that the rapper was still on probation from his last arrest, and of course he was not allowed to use weapons or drugs. The police became interested in this story, and officers ultimately arrested the artist, accusing him of gun theft, possession of controlled substances, neglect of children, and violating probation. In April, a court hearing was held which promised bleak prospects for him. 7 charges combined could result in 12 years, but the lawyers convinced the court that the prosecution had no proof the guns and substances were real. Thus, of the 7 charges, only 2 remained, and the 12 years turned into 1 year.
That boy got the baby crazy. Before you knew it, calling Draco, man, you shit baby crazy, man. We'll have baby crazy for you.
The project Heartbreak Kodak was released in February 2018 despite the fact that the performer was serving a prison sentence. "My heart is broken because I have never received the same love that I give in return," the rapper wrote in a post announcing his project. The mixtape features Lil Wayne and Tory Lanez, with producers including Murder Beats, Helliva, Ben Billions, Dyrrick, C-Clips Beats, and others. In 17 tracks, listeners are presented with the same Kodak Black everyone loves, sharing his problems, chaotic sexual escapades, and street conflicts. All of this is laid over stylish beats that leave no one indifferent, making you nod your head to the rhythm. The most popular track on the album was Codeine Dreaming, recorded with Lil Wayne. The track even received double platinum status from the American Recording Industry Association. In prison, the artist didn't waste time. He passed exams for a full high school course. He shared this joyful event on social media, not forgetting to mention everyone who helped him cope with this challenging task. The rapper dedicated his victory over school books to his mother. "I just got my high school diploma, and while this is a big achievement for me, I'm aiming for more. I am grateful to my teachers. Mom, I know I'm late, but I still got the diploma," the rapper wrote in his posts. In prison, Kodak Black changed his name to Bill K. Capri. As his lawyer explained, he started life anew. Instead of serving 12 months, he spent only 7 in prison and was released early on parole in August 2018. Shortly after his release, it became known that he was also freed from probation, solidifying his freedom. Upon gaining freedom, the rapper continued to delight fans with new hits. In the fall of 2018, he participated in recording the track Wake Up in the Sky alongside Gucci Mane and Bruno Mars. The track reached 11th place on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart and went 6 times platinum, according to the American Recording Industry Association. The release's success was colossal, further boosting Kodak's fame. On September 28th, the rapper released a track called If I'm Lying, I'm Flying, and just over a month later, Kodak Black released a second single, ZZ, featuring hip-hop stars Travis Scott and Offset. Both tracks gained popularity and high ratings from listeners, while the meme-worthy video for Zezzy garnered over 100 million views. On December 14th, 2018, Kodak Black released his second album, Dying to Live. The album was headlined by the previously mentioned hit single, Z's. The album also featured Lil Pump on the track Gnarly and Juice WRLD on Mosh Pit. The track ZZ reached 2nd place on the Hot 100 chart, while Calling My Spirit from the same album landed at 46th. Dying to Live stayed on the Billboard 200 chart for 15 weeks, even claiming the top spot for 1 week, an impressive feat.
I put my heart on my lips, I gave it all I could give.
For some time, Kodak Black behaved relatively normally, but in the spring of 2019, the rapper once again surprised fans with his statements. First, before his concert in Miami, he demanded that a song by Lil Wayne playing in the background be turned off, stating that he should have died as a child.
Lil Wayne. You played, you late. You fucking man, you should have died when you was a baby.
Later on Instagram, the rapper told his followers that he had hit Sticky Fingas. Allegedly, he encountered the Onyx member on his tour bus. By the end of March, he went live again and told fans that he was on the same level as genre icons. I'm the hardest rapper in this game. When you talk about me, you have to put me on the same level as Tupac, Biggie, Nas. Got it? I don't care how I act, Kodak Black said.
This young nigga, I'm the hardest rapper in the game, I promise. Like, when you talk about me, you should put me in a category of like Paul, Big, Nas, them niggas, like, you feel me? Like, really listen to my shit. I don't care about how I act, like, on the ground, like, you feel me? Fuck with the blog, say, ask about me in the streets. Ask about me in the streets. I'm a real one. And I spit that fire. And I'm action for real. And you feel me? All that good shit. But I see y'all sensitive as fuck, so a nigga can't even vibe how a nigga wanna vibe, cause y'all sensitive, so I can't even be bugging out on the internet, cause y'all gonna think I'm crazy.
That same spring, the rapper was scheduled to perform at the House of Blues in Boston on April 17th when his team announced that he was missing. It turned out that Kodak Black couldn't make it to the concert because he was arrested for illegal possession of weapons and controlled substances while attempting to cross the Canadian border. However, the rapper got off the hook and was free again. But just a month later, on May 11th, Kodak Black was arrested in Miami Gardens on his way to the Rolling Loud Music Festival. The indictment in Kodak Black's case essentially stated that he lied to federal firearms dealers by providing false information on the mandatory firearms transaction report to purchase guns twice. The mandatory form includes 3 questions, one of which asks whether the applicant has been charged with a felony that could result in more than a year in prison. The rapper said there were no felony charges on his record, even though there were. Moreover, he was under investigation in South Carolina for a first-degree sexual misconduct charge. Nevertheless, during that January visit, the rapper managed to walk away with 3 guns because he used a fake social security number. However, in March, Kodak Black used his real social security number when trying to buy a gun from the same dealer, and he couldn't complete the transaction because a background check revealed he was wanted. I regret my actions that led me to where I am now. Kodak Black apologized to his family and friends while in handcuffs. The maximum penalty for these charges was 10 years in prison, and the U.S. Assistant Attorney urged the judge to sentence the rapper to 8 years, stating that his actions in acquiring firearms clearly showed he hadn't learned anything from his past encounters with law enforcement. Ultimately, the rapper was sentenced to 46 months in prison. During his time in prison, Kodak Black made several allegations of mistreatment by Miami's correctional facility and its staff. Kodak Black claims that correctional facility staff gave him prohibited substances, beat him, and denied him medical assistance. He also stated that he was kept in solitary confinement and given psychiatric medications he did not agree to take. On November 11th, 2020, Kodak Black released his 3rd album, Bill Israel, while still incarcerated. The album featured guest appearances by Tory Lanez, Jackboy, Gucci Mane, and Lil Yachty. Bill Israel debuted at number 42 on the US Billboard 200 chart, earning 16,000 album equivalent units in its first week. This was the rapper's lowest debut of his career at that point.
I'm trying to pull the roof back and live life though. I wanna peel off in the coop like.
Kodak Black was supposed to remain in custody until 2023, but the rapper got lucky again. On January 20th, 2020, the last day of Donald Trump's presidency, Trump pardoned over 100 individuals, including Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, and the co-founder of the legendary 90s rap label Death Row Records. Commenting on the news for XXL, the rapper's lawyer called Trump's action proof that the president and his administration are staunch advocates for the African-American community. It should be noted that Kodak Black had always been a strong supporter of Trump, which might have played a role in the decision.
Okay, I got the lyric. It said, "I'd change my life tonight if Donald Trump reduced my sentence." He not only reduced his sentence, he pardoned you.
All that good shit.
That's hard. That's hard. It's never been done before. Yeah, how did that happen? Like, you in the cell and they just said...
He Gemini again. He a Gemini like me. His birthday 3 days after my shit.
Right.
And I boy, like, he be vibing out here too.
Right.
On January 23rd, 2021, the rapper released the single Last Day In which he reflects on his release from prison, thanks to Donald Trump's pardon.
I done made it out that fire like it's magic. If you ain't with me, I don't wanna see you.
It seemed like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and after his release, the rapper should have thought about turning his life around. However, Kodak Black's condition only worsened. A few months after his release, Kodak Black failed a drug test and was sent to a rehabilitation center. Following this, he failed 2 more tests within a year. In 2021, a court mandated the musician to complete a 90-day addiction treatment program. At the upcoming Rolling Loud Music Festival in New York, the rapper was allowed to perform on the condition that he maintained contact with his supervising officer. On October 30th, 2021, the rapper released the single Super Gremlin. The track gained immense popularity, peaking at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. On November 1st of the same year, a music video was released, garnering over 340 million views, confirming the track's hit status. On December 3rd, 2021, 2 bloggers posted a video where Kodak Black joined them to react to the newly released music video. Excerpts from the video went viral due to Kodak's strange and unhealthy behavior. The rapper appeared detached, stared oddly into the distance, and barely acknowledged what was happening.
What it do, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Zias. Hello! Got my boy Yak in the building, man.
Tired.
That nigga tired as fuck.
Nah, tired. That's what I see.
Okay.
Like tired, like they dead. And they dead like flies. Flies everywhere. They dead.
In several other frames, he stared directly at the camera with a blank expression.
Yeah, man. Where you shot this video at?
And shit out the door like in days somewhere.
Yeah.
Kodak Black's behavior worried many fans, to which the rapper responded on Twitter, "LOL, I'm pretending to be sleepy. I'm not on drugs, guys. I'm tested all the time for substances." Fans believed him, but 2023 marked the beginning of the end for the artist's reputation. It all began in February of that year when Kodak Black started a live stream where he was visibly intoxicated.
Whoever on here, I guess I just recorded poop through them down. I gotta stay on here, man. Y'all see it. I still with 4 points. It's like you stretch all the way out. Tight. And this your legs, like this. You see my legs? Show my legs. Show my legs, okay. Show my legs. Show my shoes. Okay. I see it. That's where you at. Stretch all the way out. Show my whole body now. Like this. You fuck niggas ain't never been in there, so don't try to. You're just fucked up.
A few months later, the rapper failed a mandatory drug test again and was sent to a rehabilitation center. However, after leaving the center, Kodak Black didn't change his habits and 6 months later made headlines after an alleged overdose. Videos surfaced online showing the rapper being taken to the hospital unconscious. A few days after this incident, Kodak Black launched a live stream where he unexpectedly fell asleep, once again alarming his fans. In December 2023, Kodak Black was arrested after being found asleep behind the wheel of an SUV. He was charged with possession of illegal substances, tampering with evidence, and traffic violations. However, the rapper once again avoided punishment when it was revealed that the substances had been prescribed to him by a doctor. Fan concerns resurfaced when Kodak Black appeared on Kaikenat's stream, behaving erratically. For most of the stream, the rapper seemed disoriented. His awkward behavior included incoherent thoughts, difficulty standing, talking to himself, and slurred speech, raising suspicions that he was under the influence of drugs.
I'm doing for the boss, I'm doing for the boss. I'm doing for the boss, I'm doing for the boss. When I hate, want to make, yeah. But I don't give a I don't give a.
Fans' suspicions were confirmed when Kodak Black took a pill during the stream.
What was that? That was a glitch for the Twitch. Play the song, resume it.
Earlier, Kodak Black spoke about his relationship with prohibited substances over the past few months, vowing to give them up forever. In July, the rapper stated that his journey towards sobriety was so serious that he was considering stopping performances of Super Gremlin. In his announcement, he even admitted that he was afraid of being sober, which led him to take up to 100 pills a day, but he realized it was time to stop. Concerned fans wrote to the rapper about their worries regarding his addiction, but Kodak Black took it negatively, responding to fans, "Y'all are on something, some nonsense. I take one pill and y'all get so freaking irritated." During one of his live streams, Kodak Black read a comment from a viewer in the chat who wrote that they enjoyed seeing the rapper sober. To this, the rapper replied, "I'm not sober. Do I look sober? I'm never sober."
Say I love when Kodak's sober. Bitch, I ain't sober. Fuck, I look sober.
Now you're going for two.
I know it's sober, bitch. For what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. Fuck sober for what? Too young to die sober. Young to die sober.
The pills are not only destroying the rapper's career, but also himself as a person. Having been in jail so many times and being fortunate enough to gain his freedom through a presidential pardon, this should have fundamentally changed Kodak Black's outlook on life and guided him toward improving his life. However, he doesn't seem to care about this at all. Fans' concerns not only fail to inspire him to be better for his audience, but sometimes even provoke aggression. With each passing year, the rapper's physical and mental condition continues to deteriorate, and it's genuinely frightening to watch, knowing how many talented artists have lost their lives due to substance abuse. We all hope that one day Kodak Black will be able to overcome his addiction and once again bring joy to his fans with new music and hits before he completely destroys himself. What do you think about the possible future of Kodak Black? Is he capable of overcoming the addiction that has haunted him for so many years? Share your thoughts in the comments, leave likes, and subscribe to the channel. See you all next time.